Fans of beloved Hallmark actress Lacey Chabert are in complete shock after disturbing reports surfaced about her marriage to businessman David Nadar. What was once believed to be a picture-perfect love story is now clouded by scandal, heartbreak, and claims of emotional turmoil that have left supporters devastated. According to insiders close to the couple, Lacey has been privately enduring what sources described as bullying hell at the hands of her husband. Behind the red carpet, smiles, and carefully guarded privacy, rumors suggest the actress has faced immense emotional strain in her personal life, struggles that she has kept hidden from the public for years. Fans have long admired Lacey's ability to balance her thriving career with family life. She frequently posts sweet, carefully curated moments with her daughter and has always spoken warmly about being a mother. But new revelations point to a much darker reality, one that has reportedly left the star feeling isolated and heartbroken. The scandal surrounding David Nadar has only intensified as whispers circulate about ongoing conflicts within their household. Those close to the couple claim Lacey has been battling silent suffering, with her usually radiant smile masking deep pain. Social media exploded with reactions as the news broke. Many fans expressed disbelief, heartache, and anger on Lacey's behalf. "She deserves love, not pain," one user wrote, while another added, "I can't believe she was going through this behind closed doors. My heart breaks for her." For years, Lacey and David's relationship was shrouded in mystery, with very few public appearances or statements about their marriage. Now that privacy is fueling speculation, as supporters demand to know the truth behind the shocking allegations. While Lacey has not yet spoken publicly about the scandal, many are urging her to break her silence and reclaim her voice. Admirers worldwide continue to send love and support, reminding the actress that she is not alone in her struggles. This heartbreaking turn in Lacey Chabert's personal life has left fans stunned. The woman known as the Queen of Hallmark is now facing one of the darkest chapters of her life, and the world is waiting to see what comes next for her and her future. With David Nadar, Lacey Chabert has spent the better part of her adult career bringing love stories to life in a way that resonates with audiences who crave comfort, hope, and an escape into heartfelt worlds. For over a decade, the actress has become the face of Hallmark Channel, starring in a long list of beloved films that have not only captured seasonal spirit, but also helped define an era of television romances that fans look forward to year after year. Now, with her incredible run of titles continuing to grow, she is making headlines with her personal wish list, which includes a dream of doing one more movie within a romantic series that has long been adored by fans. This revelation has not only excited her dedicated followers, but also reignited conversations about how the Hallmark Channel has built a unique empire around her star power, and how one more installment in a cherished storyline could add another meaningful chapter to her legacy. The excitement around Lacey Chabert and her career is not simply about the number of projects she has completed, but about the lasting emotional impact those projects create. As viewers discuss her recent comments, the sense of nostalgia blends with anticipation. Many recall her standout appearances in film series such as the Wedding Veil trilogy, which premiered to high ratings and generated passionate online conversations. That trilogy itself became something of a phenomenon in the Hallmark landscape because of how deeply audiences connected to the idea of three friends bound together not only by friendship, but by destiny, love, and hope, symbolized in a mystical heirloom. Lacey has now hinted that her wish list would include revisiting such emotionally rich storylines, and her comments have led fans to speculate whether Hallmark will officially greenlight a continuation or a brand new romantic arc that ties into a beloved narrative. The Hallmark Channel has always known how to cultivate the perfect environment for its stars, particularly Chabert, who carries the title of Queen of Hallmark. Her ability to step into these roles with sincerity and a natural warmth has elevated every romantic story she has taken on. As she looks forward to new projects, What makes her revelation about her wish list so important is the timing. Hallmark is currently reinventing some of its programming to meet new viewing habits while still keeping its formula of feel-good romance intact. In such a moment, having Chabert openly speak about her desire to do one more installment in a romantic series could be just the push executives need to deliver something extraordinary. For years, fans have seen her characters navigate falling in love in small towns, rekindling old romances, or finding unexpected joy during holiday seasons. Each movie may follow a familiar pattern, but the performances, chemistry, and storytelling add just enough uniqueness to keep audiences invested. It is this consistent magic that makes Chabert's wish list something that Hallmark cannot ignore. The actress herself has noted in various interviews how much she treasures the relationships she builds on set and the bond with the audience. It is no surprise that she would want to continue that tradition in a series format, where characters and relationships can be explored more deeply across multiple films. The trilogy format has worked remarkably well for Hallmark, and many point to The Wedding Veil as proof. When the trilogy was first announced, fans were curious but cautious, unsure whether the magic could sustain across 3 films. Yet, as the opposite storyline unfolded, it became a rare example of how a consistent cast and connected storyline could hold emotional weight across multiple installments. For Chabert, reprising her role and bringing closure to her character's arc gave her as much joy as it did to the audience. It was a career highlight that blended friendship, romance, and the passage of time, allowing viewers to invest in something more long-term than a single 90-minute film. With her wish list now bringing attention to another possible series, fans are already speculating which storyline could be extended or which brand new one could emerge. The appeal of such a project goes beyond just the fandom. Hallmark has built a reputation as a brand of comfort television, something that has taken on even more significance in recent years as audiences have sought refuge in storytelling that is optimistic and free of cynicism. Chabert has become the personification of that brand. Her name attached to a project guarantees attention, and her involvement in a new romantic series could ensure that Hallmark continues to hold a unique position. In the entertainment landscape where lighthearted yet emotionally meaningful content thrives, as Chabert reflects on her career, she has often mentioned how much she values the fans. Unlike mainstream Hollywood productions where actors sometimes seem distant from their audience, the Hallmark ecosystem thrives on interaction. Viewers frequently engage with Lacey on social media, sharing how her movies helped them through difficult times or gave them a sense of tradition during the holiday season. The idea of doing one more movie in a romantic series feels almost like a personal gift to those fans who have supported her year after year. It adds a sense of intimacy to her wish list, almost as if she is inviting the viewers to join her on one more unforgettable journey. There is also the undeniable truth that her wish list comes at a pivotal point in her life. Balancing her career with her family, Lacey has become an inspiration not only for her professional achievements, but also for how she represents women in media. Her characters often carry themes of independence, kindness, and determination, and she has reflected similar qualities off-screen. When she shares a desire to revisit a series or explore one more romantic arc, it resonates because fans see it as an authentic request rather than a publicity stunt, carries emotional weight because of the honesty behind it. The larger story here is how this single wish opens up conversations about the future of Hallmark storytelling. In an era where streaming services dominate, Hallmark continues to carve out its place by sticking to its identity, but also adapting when necessary. Multi-part romantic series like the one Chabert wants to pursue represent an opportunity to create more engaging long-term storytelling. Viewers who fall in love with characters in one film are eager to follow them across multiple chapters, and Chabert's involvement almost guarantees that loyalty. Hallmark has long been synonymous with cozy romances, heartwarming Christmas stories, and family-centered dramas, but in recent years, the network has expanded its creative reach to include seasonal themes beyond the winter holidays. Now, in a move that has both nostalgic fans and romance lovers buzzing, Hallmark is bringing together beloved actress Lacey Chabert and cast members from Disney Channel's cult classic Halloweentown for a brand new romantic comedy that blends fall magic with classic Hallmark charm. The announcement has generated an outpouring of excitement online, especially as Hallmark also revealed plans for 5 additional spooky-themed romantic movies to coincide with its fall lineup. Together, these films mark a thrilling evolution of the network's strategy, one that embraces nostalgia, seasonal storytelling, and the universal appeal of love found in unexpected places. The centerpiece of this development is undoubtedly Chabert's, casting alongside stars who defined Halloween for a generation. Chabert, already known as the Queen of Hallmark, thanks to her extensive resume of more than 30 films for the network, has become a household name during the holiday season. Her presence guarantees ratings, but this time, the addition of Halloween. Town actors like Kimberly J. Brown and Judith Hoag elevates the project into a crossover event that merges 2 cherished entertainment traditions. The wholesome magic of Hallmark with the whimsical spookiness of one of Disney Channel's most enduring movie franchises. The new film, tentatively titled Pumpkins and Promises, centers on a small-town bakery owner, played by Chabert, who finds herself caught up in a local fall festival rumored to have magical origins, when she encounters a mysterious historian played by a returning Halloweentown actor. Their budding romance intertwines with town legends, autumn festivities, and a bit of enchantment. Early synopses suggest that the film will lean into the playful mystery of fall folklore while maintaining Hallmark's signature romantic beats. For audiences, this means cozy sweaters, pumpkin spice lattes, golden leaves, and a storyline that blends nostalgia with the thrill of new love. This casting choice is not just a creative decision, but also a savvy business move. Nostalgia-driven entertainment has dominated television and film in recent years, with reboots, reunions, and legacy casting proving to be reliable crowd pleasers. By inviting stars from Halloweentown into Hallmark's cinematic universe, the network taps into millennial audiences who grew up watching those Halloween movies every October. For many of those viewers, Chabert herself represents a similar nostalgia from her roles in Mean Girls and Party of Five. Combination feels like a love letter to fans who want to revisit their childhood while embracing the comfort of Hallmark's storytelling as adults. Beyond Pumpkins and Promises, Hallmark is leaning hard into the fall season with 5 additional films, each blending romance with a touch of the spooky, whimsical, or mysterious. This lineup is part of the network's strategy to extend its seasonal dominance, no longer confining itself to Christmas, but instead ensuring year-round offerings that give viewers something to look forward to. Each of these films promises to highlight different aspects of autumn, from harvest festivals to ghostly encounters, and each will carry the warmth, charm, and uplifting resolution that have made Hallmark movies so beloved. The first of these, Harvest Moon Whispers, tells the story of a city journalist who returns to her rural hometown to cover an annual pumpkin carving contest, only to discover that the event is haunted by a local legend. As she teams up with a childhood friend turned local teacher, sparks fly against the backdrop of autumnal traditions and whispered tales of love lost and found. The film blends gentle supernatural elements with a heartfelt romance, staying true to Hallmark's safe and comforting tone while adding just enough intrigue to thrill viewers. Another film in the lineup, Autumn Shadows, promises to be a more mysterious entry. It follows a young woman who inherits an old and said to be haunted. Determined to restore it, she hires a charming contractor who doesn't believe in ghosts. Two clash at first, but eventually uncover that the so-called hauntings may be linked to a long-lost family love story. The balance of mild suspense and romantic tension has fans eager to see how Hallmark handles the ghostly theme without stepping outside its wholesome reputation. In Love at the Fall Festival, viewers will meet two rival event planners forced to work together when their small town decides to merge two beloved fall celebrations into one. With hay rides, corn mazes, and apple cider aplenty, the film promises a quintessential Hallmark experience wrapped in the sights and sounds of autumn. Fans of Chabert and fellow Hallmark stars like Autumn Reeser and Nikki DeLoach will find this entry especially appealing as it plays into the network's knack for pairing witty banter with heartfelt connections. The fourth film, Mystery at Maple Hollow, leans more into the cozy mystery subgenre. When a historic library in a small New England town is threatened with closure, a librarian teams up with a visiting historian to uncover secrets hidden within its shelves. Along the way, they unravel a centuries-old mystery that ties the town's history to its present, all while developing a romance that feels both intellectual and heartfelt. This film represents Hallmark's recent experimentation with combining romance with light mystery plots, offering fans something fresh while retaining the happy endings they crave. Finally, The Witch's Pumpkin Patch offers a more whimsical, fairy tale-inspired story. Follows a woman who discovers that her family's pumpkin patch may be connected to an old legend about a benevolent witch who once lived in the area. When a curious professor arrives to research the folklore, the two bond over their shared love of history and tradition. The film promises sweeping visuals of glowing pumpkins, moonlit fields, and enchanted evenings, creating the kind of magical atmosphere that makes autumn feel alive. Taken together, these 6 films represent a bold but calculated expansion for Hallmark. By exploring the fall season more deeply, the network acknowledges the growing appetite for cozy, seasonal programming outside of Christmas. Audiences increasingly seek entertainment that reflects the rhythms of the year, and fall, with its warm colors, harvest celebrations, and cultural associations with mystery and transformation, offers fertile ground for romantic storytelling. 4. Lacey Chabert, the opportunity to headline Pumpkins and Promises alongside Halloweentown stars, also reinforces her status as Hallmark's leading lady. Fans know her for her relatable warmth, on-screen chemistry, and ability to anchor a story with sincerity. Pairing her with actors who define childhood Halloween memories ensures that this project will resonate with viewers across generations. Meanwhile, the supporting lineup of spooky romantic movies enriches the fall calendar and expands the ways in which Hallmark can engage its loyal fan base. Cultural impact of these projects should not be underestimated. For years, Hallmark movies have been dismissed by some critics as formulaic, yet their enduring popularity proves that audiences crave feel-good entertainment. By layering in seasonal themes and tapping into nostalgic properties, Hallmark strengthens its brand and extends its reach into new demographics. Millennials, now in their 30s and 40s, are especially likely to tune in, drawn both by Chabert's career trajectory and the Halloweentown connection. For them, these movies are not just entertainment, but also a reminder of the joy and comfort that seasonal traditions bring. As the network prepares to unveil these films, fan anticipation continues to grow. Social media has already been flooded with excited comments, memes, and speculation about how the Halloweentown actors will be integrated into the Hallmark universe. Will there be winks to their magical pasts? Will the movies contain subtle Easter eggs for die-hard fans? While producers remain tight-lipped, the promise of nostalgia mixed with Hallmark romance is already enough to guarantee high viewership. With autumn fast approaching, viewers can expect Hallmark to roll out its promotional campaign soon, complete, with behind-the-scenes sneak peeks, interviews with Chabert and her co-stars, and themed events on the Hallmark Channel's social platforms. Combination of established stars, beloved traditions, and fresh fall storytelling ensures that this season will be one of the most memorable in Hallmark history. Ultimately, the announcement of Pumpkins and Promises and its accompanying slate of 5 spooky romantic films demonstrates how Hallmark continues to evolve while staying true to its core identity, celebrates love, family, and community, while also embracing the magical atmosphere that makes autumn such a beloved time of year. With Lacey Chabert at the helm and nostalgic Halloweentown stars by her side, the network has crafted a perfect recipe for seasonal success, one that blends the familiar with the new, the cozy with the mysterious, and the romantic with the magical. In looking at the past successes, many believe Hallmark could revive other fan favorites or develop entirely new trilogies. But it is Chabert's voice that will carry the most influence, given her track record. When she reveals her wish list, it isn't just idle chatter, it becomes a roadmap of possibility. Fans online are already campaigning for Hallmark to make it happen, creating a groundswell of anticipation. It reflects a unique relationship between an actress, her audience, and the network that produces her films. Rarely does one individual hold such sway over an entire brand. Yet Chabert's presence makes it possible. The emotional significance of another romantic series also lies in the themes it could explore. Hallmark stories often balance lighthearted fun with deeper explorations of second chances, the importance of community, and the courage to open one's heart. Chabert has excelled at portraying characters at the center of these themes, and her ability to convey vulnerability while remaining relatable is what sets her apart. One more installment in such a framework would not only please her fans, but would allow her to bring even more nuance to a character's journey. Beyond the storytelling, there is a cultural aspect to consider. Hallmark movies have, for decades, represented a kind of nostalgic Americana, one that emphasizes hope and togetherness. Chabert's place within that culture is undeniable. She is no longer just a star of these films, but a symbol of them. To imagine her leading another romantic series is to imagine Hallmark doubling down on its most enduring qualities. It is a decision that would solidify her role not just as a star, but as a creative partner in shaping what comes next. As the buzz continues, it is worth reflecting on the journey that brought her here. From her early career as a child actress, to her breakout in Mean Girls, and eventually her transformation into the face of Hallmark romance, Lacey Chabert has built a career filled with variety and heart. Each stage of her career has prepared her for this moment, where she has the power to influence what stories get told and how they resonate with audiences. Her wish list, then, is more than just about personal fulfillment. It represents the natural progression of a career that has always been about connecting to people through stories of love and hope. Looking ahead, the question remains whether Hallmark will officially announce a project that aligns with her desires. Industry insiders suggest that discussions are always ongoing about expanding successful properties, and given the track record of her past series, the odds seem favorable. Fans remain hopeful, and the anticipation itself has become part of the experience. Whether it is a continuation of an existing storyline like The Wedding Veil or the birth of an entirely new romantic saga, the impact will be felt not just by Hallmark audiences, but by the broader entertainment world that has increasingly come to respect the enduring popularity of these films.